Hello, kia ora, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you so much for joining us for our Wednesday weather update for December the 21st. We've got low pressure still stuck in the Tasman Sea, and we've got more of those daily downpours coming for the New Zealand area right up until Christmas Day, and then it does start to actually ease just after that. Over in Australia, plenty of downpours as well, tracking through heaps of thunderstorms last night. This map shows you not only where the airflows are, but also the brighter the white, the more likely there are to be thunderstorms. So plenty of thunderstorms up in the tropics and northern parts of Australia. We've got a risk through the central area there, and in New Zealand, this low pressure zone producing some thunderstorms which will bubble up through the inland areas into this afternoon, just like we saw yesterday. So let's take a look and see what is happening as we go through Thursday, because it's similar to today, Wednesday. We've got, again, afternoon downpours from about Auckland all the way down to about Manawatu. In the South Island, they'll bubble up around Otago and northern Southland, maybe one or two other ones around the ranges, including the Nelson Ranges. So we're going to be seeing more again on Thursday as this low basically falls apart. Being asked, why are we getting so many thunderstorms? Well, low pressure out here with a high pressure zone to the south, and that southern high pressure zone is cutting off the southerly wind, and that stops the low from spinning. So it just sort of falls apart. And as it does that, it leaves behind this moisture, which coupled with the daytime heating makes for thunderstorms. So we've got thunderstorms again on Thursday afternoon and also in parts of Australia. As we get to the end of the week, the thundery weather in Aussie moves further up towards Queensland. On the New Zealand side, no real changes, although the South Island thunderstorms are more widespread on Friday. That's something that you might notice. More around the populated areas, parts of Otago and Canterbury, Nelson region, Marlborough, and also the lower half really of the North Island from about Waikato southwards. It looks as though it'll be dry for the north, although we can't totally rule out an isolated downpour in the afternoon. Let's go to Christmas Eve. So again, afternoon downpours bubbling up around New Zealand. The low itself pretty much gone, and now it's being replaced by a high, which is arguably just as weak. So we've gone from a weak low to a weak high, and that basically doesn't mean a great deal of change with our weather. We still see a few downpours around on Christmas Eve, and there'll be plenty of downpours and thunderstorms between New South Wales and Queensland, and right up here and towards Northern Territories. There's a low pressure zone near Darwin. Here is Christmas Day. So it's not a lot of change really for the New Zealand area. We've still got high pressure, which is getting bigger and stronger. So there's the good news. It is getting more powerful. But we will be seeing on Christmas Day, this is not until the end of the day. This map here, normally we show you around lunchtime. This is the end of the day, 5 p.m., 6 p.m. And that shows where those afternoon downpours and thunderstorms are most likely to be, hugging the eastern side of New Zealand on Christmas Day. Up in the tropics, we've got downpours around Fiji, although mostly dry for Rarotonga, and plenty of easterlies and showers from about Brisbane all the way up into Queensland and Northern Territory. So it's I won't say it's a mixed bag, I don't really like that saying, but it's certainly showing you some variety going on, and the areas that are most likely to get the downpours are pretty much the same places that have been getting them for the last couple of days. And our final map here is for Boxing Day, which shows New Zealand pretty much dry with high pressure on both sides, but a few downpours bubbling up, looks as though around the Kaimai Ranges and further south in towards South Canterbury and northern Southland and coastal parts or inland parts of Otago. Basically Otago, a few showers around there, but otherwise mostly dry. And in Australia, those nor'easters are picking up, a few afternoon downpours, pretty hot as you head down towards Victoria. And in the tropics on Boxing Day, the usual thunderstorms around Fiji, but actually fairly dry for Tonga, Rarotonga, and also parts of Vanuatu. That is all from me. Before I go, don't forget, the Santa Tracker is back at weatherwatch.co.nz or on our free app. It is not showing a lot at the moment. Santa's not showing up just yet, but on Christmas Eve around about 1 p.m. we expect Santa and his reindeer to show up in the north as they track down towards New Zealand on Christmas night. Well, Christmas Eve going into Christmas Day, I should say. So that's coming up. It is already available on our website, like I say, and on our app, but Santa himself, he won't be showing up until 1 p.m. on Christmas Eve, and by law we have to remove it by 11 o'clock on Christmas Eve so that you can't see where Santa is precisely tracking. How exciting. That's all from me. We're back again tomorrow, Thursday, with a special update, a climate sort of as I said yesterday, a mini sort of climate watch update, just taking a look really at the next couple of weeks, any of the big headlines, another look at Christmas Day and Boxing Day, also New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and what the first week of January is shaping up like. So that's in our special update coming out tomorrow, Thursday. We'll see you then.